priority the protection of jobs, the creation of jobs, the protection of the vital public services that we need, and investment in projects that will genuinely assist the economic recovery of this country, rather than putting those billions into the hands of greedy elites who care nothing about nothing but profit, and who will most likely hoard that money or speculate it or gamble it elsewhere and again. That's what we're saying. If we're bailing this banking system out, we want to control that system and what its priorities are. It's a simple question of democracy. Very lastly, please remember, this is only the beginning. The protests will continue. The next of those protests will take place next Saturday, the 19th, at 1 o'clock from Parnell Square. A big alliance is assembling. The Irish People's Union, the United Alliance Against Cuts, many trade unions, many civil society groups, many political parties, and that process of building that alliance is only beginning. The next stage of building that alliance is on Saturday. Be there. Everybody here must be agents to bring 10 or 100 more people to that demonstration, and from there we will continue to build and escalate the movement that will stop this NAMA madness, that will stop the board snip madness, and that will drive this government out if they don't change the direction they are going. Thanks very much.
I thought he was going to run out of steam. I'd just like to thank Richard for coming along here. We had a lot of discussions as to whether he was going to participate in this rally or not, and I think it took us a while to get it sorted, but I'm glad that he did actually turn up. I think Irish People Union is about uniting Ireland, Irish people. It's a voice for ordinary Irish people. And the people standing here are first and foremost people living in Ireland. And we want to stop this two-tier system. And this is the start of it. We're making history here today. Let's not stop now. And as Richard has said, we will be back. We will be back here next Saturday, and the Saturday after, and the Saturday after that, if it needs be. We must stand together. Please, please, when you leave here, make it a promise to yourselves. This is about you. It's not about me. It's not about Richard Boy Barrett. It's not about Dave Brown. Sorry, I nearly forgot his surname. It's about you. It's about the people coming up here that are going to be saddled with unjust taxes. It's going to be saddled by bad public spending. It's going to be saddled with 230,000 for a lawn just over here. 230,000 when we're all down on our knees. It's a disgrace. I'm going to close off by saying, please, make it your 5 a day. 5, that's all I'm asking. Contact 5 people. Make sure 5 people come with you next Saturday. Let's take back the country, back to the people that own it. And let's tell the politicians, it's public service, not self-service. Thank you! In the spirit of cooperation, our mission statement says that Irish People's Union will work in a collaborative manner. There's another speaker here. I'd ask you to give her attention, please. Thank you.
My name is Anne Conway. I have been involved through my union, which is the Teachers Union of Ireland, in bringing up the issue of NAMA, where we passed a motion at our national conference saying we were opposed to NAMA, that it would mean future generations and ourselves would be paying a massive burden. A massive burden because of the golden circle who brought this country to its children's needs. The golden circle of Fianna Fáil, the bankers and the developers. It's this same golden circle that are actually going to rescue us through NAMA. We are going to pay deeply because of their folly. So we should say this government should go now. The shame of it is that unfortunately our union leaderships have remained silent. So silence, in my view, is support. They should come clear at this stage and say they are not going to put the young people of Ireland, who every teacher in this country is struggling to teach, struggling to get the best grades for, we are not going to put them on the scrap heap. Our union leaderships have a duty to oppose NAMA. They have a duty to be on the demonstration next week in the Alliance Against Cuts demonstration. They should tomorrow morning call a press conference saying they are not in favour of bailing out the elites who have destroyed this country. Shame on them. We want you to change your minds at this late stage. And I know that there are some unions who have actually come out against it, but the majority of them have not solidly stated we are opposed to NAMA. Who died after waiting for a colonoscopy for Susie Long. That was during the period of the height of the Celtic Tiger. What will it be like when we have NAMA with a huge national debt? We will have third world conditions in our hospitals. Already people are overflowing at hospital trolleys. So this government must go. And Mary Hardy must go. Over healthcare. Shame on the Greens for participating in this trial. I want to say something about education. As a teacher, we are the second lowest pupil-teacher ratio in Europe. And our unions, unfortunately, have actually maybe made the odd press statement about it. Their view of fighting the cuts, by and large, is press statements and looking up their websites. Well, now it's time to stop. It's time to get on the streets. It's time to follow the example of the pensioners who shall excel government ministers. Who made TVs jump ship. Who made county councillors come in behind them. That's what we want to do. We want every backbencher in this country to feel our anger, to feel our resentment, to know that we will not put up with what's been handed down to us. The last thing I would like to say is that we shouldn't go away from here thinking that we can rest on our laurels. We have to keep maximum pressure. We have to be out in our tens of thousands on every protest. There's one here next Wednesday, there's one on Saturday. And I would like to make an appeal to bank workers to actually inspect the books of the banks, to let us know what those horrible debts that we are going to be paying. A few emails leaked would do a whole heap to actually detonate NAMA. Let us know. Why was it never published? Because they don't want us to know. They want us to go along with something that's been done in secrecy. Well, we know what happened to the victims of clerical abuse. That whole thing was done in secrecy. This is being done in secrecy. We will not stand for it. So, I appeal to the bank workers. Inspect the books. Save the assets of those people. Tell us actually where all the dirty, rotten debts of the people who crashed this economy. And don't let our children be the ones who will suffer. Don't let every one of us here. I'm almost ready to retire and I'll probably have no pension, the way things are going. Our kids will have no jobs and we'll have no health service, no education. If we allow, this government should be long gone. Long, long gone. Our job to make sure they get out of office as rapidly as possible. And I would, at this stage, plead and demand that the ICTU represent their members, come out against NAMA, come out against the scam, and stand with the people who are paying your salaries. Thank you.